Hey folks, it's Finn. Today's vlog is a lower surgery catch-up. So word of warning, as per usual, this video will contain lots of me talking about my penis. So members of my family or people that do not want to hear about my penis, bye-bye for now. Hello to those who are remaining and are quite happy to listen to me talk about my penis for 10 minutes. I can talk about my penis for hours. But anyway, on to catch-up. So I am now just over 6 weeks post-op from having the third and final stage of phalloplasty, which was the insertion of the erectile device, the happy insert. In my last catch-up, I told you about how everything was going well, apart from the fact that I had fiery balls. It really did feel like someone had rubbed chili on them. Well, the antibiotics and the cream kicked in and that's all fine. I am pleased to report that my balls are back to the normal temperature. I've hit that lovely 6-week mark where all the swelling's gone down, all the itching's gone, the hair's grown back, and I'm in jeans again, which is just blissful to be able to walk with my legs in the same postcode rather than, in opposite ends of the universe. And just to feel comfortable is really, really nice. Apart from the itchy balls, this particular phase of surgery has really been a walk in the park, and I think I was owed a bit of a walk in the park after the previous surgeries, really. So I'm just really pleased that it's all been very straightforward. As I said before, the only thing that looks like it might possibly need adjusting is my left testicle, which is still up there. It does feel looser. It's not quite as tight around the base of my penis as it was, but it still doesn't feel like it's going to be moving. And I have been tugging it. But we'll see. They won't do anything for another 3 months anyway. So I'm just going to see what happens over the next few months. And if I can get the ball to drop... Sounds like a lottery ticket. Fantastic. If not, then it's only a really easy procedure to get that done. So I'm not at all worried about that. So really, there's not that much to tell you this week. The only thing that's actually a problem is really nothing to do with my lower surgery. And that's my low thyroid. I have had it confirmed now that my thyroid levels have dropped again, so that's why I've been so incredibly tired. So I'm presuming that surgery knocked the levels out, so it's awful. It feels even worse than it did when I was first diagnosed. I think the combination of recovery from surgery and the low thyroid, and my body having to work twice as hard, it's just knocked the socks out of me because I honestly felt so awful fatigue-wise. But that'll pass, so there's no complications from surgery itself, but I do have this ongoing issue with my thyroid, which now I've got extra medication, I'm on a higher dose. Hopefully that will soon kick in, and then I'll be flying and free and it'll be fine. So there's not really much else to tell you in terms of healing over the last couple of weeks. I think what's really happening for me now is I'm moving away from the concentration on healing and more on the embodied sense of, ooh, I have a new penis. I mean, of course he's not new, but he looks and feels very different than he did before because now I have the erectile device inflation tube through the middle. It's added some girth to him and some substance, and that is lovely. It really is. I mean, I can really feel him in my pants now. I could before, but it's taken a lot of adjusting to get used to now where he's going to be, because I had this after the first stage when he was first created, but he was more squidgy then. He's not squidgy now. Even in the flaccid state, he's still very chunky. Don't forget, as trans guys, we're showers, not growers. We are always the same size. We don't shrink when we're flaccid and grow when we're erect. We are always the same size. So I definitely know he's in my pants now. I ain't complaining. So holding him feels absolutely fantastic, and I'm loving the routine of pumping him up and letting him down. The swelling's gone down a bit. Where I said it's got a lump where the erectile device goes over my groin, that's gone down a little, but he still does point to the left. Not quite as much, I think, because the swelling's gone down and he's not quite as heavy. He's more able to kind of stand a bit more upright on his own, but he is definitely still going to the left. I have a left wing penis. I am, of course, now allowed to give him a test run. The trouble is, I'm so exhausted from this low thyroid that I haven't got the blooming energy. Typical. However, I have given him a little solo run, and I have to say that, wow, he works better than he did before. I think because now the action I have to perform to get happy, it's easier to do because I've got something solid to hang on to. So whereas before I was having to make sure I hit a little bit of the old equipment to reach the happy place, now I don't have to think about anything. I just make myself happy the way every other bloke in the world makes himself happy, and it works just fine. You understood that, right? But I cannot wait, you know, to have fun with him with someone else. People have asked me for some pictures about how it looks, specifically how the testicles sit, and people also asked if I will do a video showing the pumping up of him, and I will do that over on my Tumblr. I'm yet to catch up on all of that. It's just easier for me to do the real in-depth talking about pleasure and all of that in written form than on here. It's just a bit awkward on here to talk about all this. Obviously I won't be putting a video of my penis on YouTube. That will be on Tumblr, but I will do that, and then as soon as I have, I'll let you know. I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to do it as an invite only thing yet. I'm not sure. I'm going to work that one out, but either way I will update my Tumblr with more details about the sensation specifically, because I've noticed a huge difference in sensation. Rather than it being displaced like it used to, where I touched one area of my penis and I felt it elsewhere, I've got much more direct touch now, both tactile and sensation, which is quite amazing. I don't know why that is. I'm not sure. Maybe because he's more full. I really don't know. But I've definitely got more sensation. So there you go. I am done. Really done, lower surgery wise, apart from a small revision that might be necessary for my high testicle. I'm done. And you know what, I can't believe it. Every time I say it, I can feel myself welling up, like I really would just want to sob out of just relief, joy, gratitude, all of the above, but it just doesn't seem to come out. I've got this worrying feeling that I'm going to be like with Christopher and suddenly start bawling my eyes out in the middle of things, because it is just incredible that this is it. This is me done. Wow. The transgender cake has gone ping. So that's it for this week. A very happy update, minus the thyroid. Everything is going amazingly well. If there's anything you'd like to know, as per usual, drop me a message in the comments below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If it helps anybody, please feel free to share it. And if you want to get more regular Finnstallments, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next week. Bye bye.